Good morning, Churchill class of 2019. 15 years ago, I was sitting where you currently sit. I mean literally, in one of those chairs. Turns out they don't tell you when you run for student body president that only the senior class president gets to speak at graduation. So to Justin, Jin, I know how you feel, my friend. Turns out I had to wait a decade and a half, run for county council, just to get the chance to speak at Churchill graduation. So it's been a while, but it is great to be here, and this truly is a profound honor for me today. Churchill is a special place. It helped mold me into who I am today, and when you look back, I'm sure it will have done the same for you. But it can be a tough place, too. It comes with pressure, with expectations, with seeing peers as competitors often, rather than seeing them as collaborators. Up to this point in your life, everything has been about achievement. Your grades, your advanced placements, your test scores, your college acceptance, your sports teams, your extracurriculars. You'd be forgiven if you felt like a walking Yelp rating, judgments about you, courtesy of others. A star rating across your forehead focused on what you are, rather than who you are. It isn't just in high school either. It's all around us. We live in a world of Instagram and Facebook, Snapchat and Twitter, social media platforms that certainly have their benefit and their value, but exacerbate this obsession with public appearances over personal depth, competing over moments rather than sharing in them, capturing moments for others to see rather than being in the moment ourselves, defining ourselves not as people, but as profiles, defining our experiences not by enjoyment, but by likes, defining our friendships not by quality, but by quantity. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm looking around, I'm seeing about 3,000 potential Facebook friends here, so I don't want to get too carried away, and if you are doing an Insta story, I'd love to be tagged in it. But in all seriousness, this virtual world can quickly replace our sense of reality, and the pressure of these broader expectations can take away some of our basic humanity. Soon, the pressure you felt to give colleges exactly what they want will be replaced by a similar feeling to give employers exactly what they want, with the perfect LinkedIn profile or the ideal resume. It's easy to be consumed with this endless pursuit of what is expected from and for you, a never-ending race of resume bullets, an accumulation of flashy awards, without anything that's truly rewarding. Graduation is an important day in your life, not just because of what you've done, but even more so because of who you've become. Not just because of the likes your post today will receive, but because of the lessons you've learned, with and from whom you've learned them, and how you got to this seminal moment in your life. Take a moment, take a breath, reflect on that. They call this a commencement for a reason. It's the start of a new chapter in your life. For perhaps the first time, no one is in control of your story but you. My challenge for you today is to make a commitment, to define yourself by your own wants, needs, and values, rather than allowing yourself to be consumed by the expectations of others. At Churchill, there is pressure to be great. I know it because I felt it. I've lived it. I've put it on myself. But if I've learned anything in these last 15 years, it's that greatness is relative. It's temporary. To be great at something is merely to be superior to others. What is great to you today may not be great to you tomorrow. What is great to some may not be great to others. Being great is measured by how you compare to others. But life is far more than an endless competition to be better than the people around you. Don't just define your life on being great. It's far more meaningful to be good. A good person, a good friend, a good colleague. Being good is determined by how you treat others, so focus on treating them well. First and foremost, though, be good to yourself. Take time to find out who you are. What do you care about? Why do you care about it? Once you learn who you are, be who you are. Accept who you are. Love who you are. Our greatest strengths can be our worst weaknesses, and our worst weaknesses can be utilized as strengths. Don't focus on fixing all your flaws. Focus on being keenly aware of them. The key to a successful life isn't to change who you are, it's to know who you are. Beyond yourself, always be good to family and friends. There is nothing better than a loyal friend, and there is no replacement for family. A lot of them are here today. Hug them. They helped you get here. Thank them for putting up with you, for pushing you, and for getting you to this very special moment. Life is a roller coaster. It will have ups and downs, triumphs and disappointments. You can't control what they'll be and when they'll happen, but what you can control is who you have around you when they do. Hold them close and cherish them on happy days like today and on tough days. You'll need them, and they'll need you too. These deep personal relationships are truly the only rating, the one meaningful measurement of a life well lived. It's through loved ones, not your resume, that you will ultimately be remembered. Beyond friends and family, be good to everyone around you. Life is unpredictable. You can't know where you'll be when you'll need help. Be good to people generally, and people will generally be good to you. Offer a friendly smile to a stranger. Sit next to somebody who's alone. Offer help to someone in need. You never know the difference a small gesture could make in someone's life, or when you'll need a small gesture to make a difference in yours. The pressure to always be great is a heavy burden. You'll be amazed by how much is lifted if you focus your energy not on competing with the people around you, but on building camaraderie with them. You'll see how you view people around you differently when you emphasize what makes them good, not just determining whether or not they've been great. Before I conclude, I'd like to mention a Winston Churchill line from early in his career in 1908. He said, "What is the use of living if it not be to strive for noble causes and to make this muddled world a better place for those who will live in it after we are gone?" In a few moments, you will get your diploma, received for the relative greatness you've achieved here. It will end one chapter of your life, and it will begin a new one, the first new day of your forever. Thanks to this great MCPS education, your families, your friends, your teachers and mentors, the first few chapters have been scripted. The rest of your story now is yours. What do you want it to say? How do you want to leave the world a better place? My hope is that your story will be focused on goodness over greatness, on what you want to give with your life, not just what you want to get out of it. Make your story about giving, and you will always appreciate living. Being great is an outcome. Being good is a choice. Make that choice every day to be good and to see good in yourself and in others. If you do that, your story will be fulfilling and meaningful. And trust me, there is no greater achievement in life. Congratulations, Churchill class of 2019.